Hello everyone, my name is Phawx. This is the Minigame Anniversary Edition Entertainment System, built-in 620 classic games. It really does have that title, it doesn't really have anything else. Thank you very much to GearBest for sending this out to me. You'll find the link to this product in the description field, as well as a pinned comment on the video itself. Very quickly, we'll go ahead and take a look at the 620 games, and right off the bat, you can see that we have Contra 1, Contra Force, and Contra 7, so we already have some duplicates there. Mario 3 and Mario 6, so there's like ROM hacks of similar versions. Additionally, we can see that it says Contra 1 right there, but if we were to look right here, so Contra 1, Contra Force, Contra 7, Cage, Super Mario. I didn't even... Mario 3, Mario 6. I honestly skipped that. I was just taking a look at these games and I had noticed that like Tetris 2 up here and Tetris 2 around here. I'm looking through my viewfinder. Tetris 2 right there. So I noticed that this list was kind of duplicated, so they just like had it cut off. I don't know if that means that it's not actually 620 games and it's like less, 310, 155. It doesn't matter because a lot of them are going to be duplicates. However, there's still going to be a lot of standalone good games on there, and the price is compelling. Even without sale, it's $24, and it comes with 2 controllers. On sale goes down to $18, which is ridiculously inexpensive. So I haven't played with this yet. I haven't touched it yet. I just wanted to kind of step through it, and we'll go ahead and do the unboxing now, which I have not yet to do. So this is exactly how it will be when you guys get it. And then we'll skip ahead in the video to some gameplay, and then I'll touch up on a later review overall talking about it. So this is how it comes. Nothing in there. So this is the power. Off. Get off. And this is, oh, it's micro USB. That's nice. Does it say what? Can we get the power? Okay, so it's 5 volt. Half an amp. So this is basically a standard USB power. So you can charge other things with it. That's nice. So it's a multifunctional charger there. Obviously it's low power, so you won't expect too much out of it. Whoa. Oh, this is nice. Something's running around there. Here you can see the Joy-Cons, Joy 1, Joy 2, reset. Power. That feels good. Sounds good. AV out. And so this is the one thing that you're not going to get that you'll get from a NES Classic from Nintendo is you'll only have AV out. So you'll be using this to go out, which is kind of similar to, I mean, obviously, this is blank. That's kind of funny. And then here there's like little vent holes. Let me go ahead and grab it real quick. So for sure, there is like a thing in China where they just have this NES chip. You can see this AV out right there. So I would wager that this is using that same NES chip that they've been kind of plopping into everything and anything. Additionally, they're doing some interesting things. LGR Lazy Game Reviews has done a video on an Oregon Trail Nintendo. Well, it is a Nintendo ROM that was made, and they kind of made this device around it. But it is honestly a new game made because it actually in the game itself, in the Oregon Trail, it shows the weird directional pad that they have on the handheld that LGR was showing. So that's pretty interesting that China is doing some like kind of tertiary standalone instances, but they are making their own Nintendo games, which is a really cool scene, and I wish that there was a collection of some place to download. Like, I know they have Plants vs. Zombies and stuff, so that type of stuff is pretty cool. Alright, so that's the console itself. And you can see that it comes with 2 controllers. Take that out. Alrighty, how does it feel? D-pad feels a little stiff, but pretty decent. Start and select feel good. B and A feel good, and then these are the turbo buttons. it feels pretty solid. Not too bad. Let's see how this feels when we put it in here. It's kind of interesting that it's almost similar. Not quite. You'll remember that the Nintendo ones kind of went in vertically, and they were still serial like a DB9, but in their own fashion. Okay, so that goes in there pretty nice. I actually like how this looks a little bit better than how Nintendo does it. This feels a little bit more authentic, having these types of serial pins. But we shall see how this AV out handles. So I'll go ahead and record some footage of that, and then I'll do a review, like my overall thoughts and impressions. Hang tight. So as you can see, we have Contra 1 and Contra 7. Spread gun. This guy's animation seems to be backwards. I mean, control-wise, it's with the reset button. You can see, like, quality-wise, it's really not all the best. So, look, we have, like, that much space over here, and then, I'm not too sure what the deal is with that, but, let's go ahead and see what Mario 6 is. 1992, when Mario 6 came out. Oh, it's Looney Tunes. Oh. Huh. Curious. It's like only halfway done. It's like you can still see it's not Daffy Duck, is it? It's what's the Tiny Toons version of that? Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and reset that. Dr. Mario. Mega Man 3. Let's see if this is... Oh, it does look like it. Nice. Sweet. Oh, we got some weird stuff going on right here. That's curious. You can still kind of see it happening right here. See if turbo works? Yeah, turbo works. Easy peasy. Oh, yeah, he's got the slide action. Mega Man is easily one of my favorite NES games. So that slowdown there, I don't know if that's authentic or not. But I tend to think that this NES chip that they have is like a... almost like a hardware made NES chip. So let's go ahead and reset that. Take a look at some other games. So now you can press down just to go singular. Obviously, you can also press left and right to do a full page. So there's ice hockey. Kind of just want to go through it and make sure that there's no duplicates. I think this is lining up with what's in the box. A 10-yard fight. Ninja 1. Let's just go through it real quick and make sure. There's Donkey Kong. Basically, if we see Mario 3 and Mario 6 again, There's Tetris 2. Cubake. Dragon. Duraga. Kage Legend. Spy Hunter. Secret Castle. Aladdin 3. So there's Turtles 1 and 4. Yeah, there's Super Mario 3. So it is a duplicated list. There's no real reason to have 620 in here. I don't know why they do that. It's not like... I don't know. Such a silly thing to do. In any event, let's go to... Let's play... What's an excellent Nintendo? Let's see Tetris 2. Because Tetris 1, the Nintendo version, is actually pretty good. Tetris 2. I wonder if this is... Yeah, I would actually prefer the original. Nah. No, thank you. The original Tetris version. Why don't you put that one in? There are some curious things. Like if you go to Mario 3, the title is completely missing. It just says 3. I don't know if it's like for them to get around certain things. Mario 3 is an excellent game. Blood Wrestle. Blood Soccer 2. 1992. Oh, right. These are the River City Ransom guys. I guess they made like a bunch of... You know, let me just go to Contra 7 real quick and I'll do 2-player just so that we can verify that the second controller port actually works. Okay. Okay, so that works. Get that out of the way. See if there's any other game. Ninja Gaiden 2 is extremely hard. Aladdin 3. Huh. This is... Alright. Enough of that. Mickey Mouse, Paperboy, Spy Hunter. Spy Hunter's an excellent game. Son of a... So, are these things worth it? I mean, at $24 without sale, at $18 with a sale, I mean, if you just wanted to have something that could like sit around and you can play with 2 players, because it does come with 2 controllers as well, and the controllers are pretty decent. I mean, they are really, really good. They are a reasonable facsimile to the original Nintendo controllers. These are well made for what you're getting out of them. Additionally, one of the complaints of the NES Classic is that you only have a 4-foot wire, and this is like 6 feet. So the wire you have is longer than the one that comes with the NES Classic. One of the big downsides is that it is only AV out and not HDMI out. While that is whatever, that's fine. I think for me, one of the big things that actually does matter is the quality of life features that are I guess, expected today. There is no save support, so literally this is as if you were running an original Nintendo machine. So you'll either be using passwords or you won't be saving at all. So you'll try to gun through the game in one go. The good thing about this is that it does just have direct power, and it is very, very low power. So even just leaving it on, like how we used to do back in the day when we didn't want to save. So you could do that. Just leave it on, pause the game, shut the TV off, and then come back to it later, which is, authentic to how we used to do it back in the day. But having save states would be a big plus to me. The 620 games is bogus. Obviously, we showed that. So not only on the box is it bogus, I think it could have just been something that they just doubled up, just copy and pasted. But they did do it internally as well. So what is on the back of the back of the box is inside this machine as well. So I think there's going to be probably around 120-ish games. Some of them are hacks like Super Mario 6, which is Tiny Toons with a bunch of Super Mario characters, like just replace the sprites, which is kind of neat, but kind of lazy at the same time. Not really sure that's a super big value add. One thing that I wish that these things do that they don't is you can't even put in your own ROMs, which I think is just a shame. Like, I know you can't do it with the NES Classic either, but the NES Classic at least had a better selection of games, and this has some good stuff in there, like Mega Man 3 was in there, Super Mario 3 is there. So there are some really good games, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. The Tetris 2 version I didn't like. I much prefer Tetris 1 for the Nintendo. So not being able to put your own ROMs on this as well is kind of a sore point. But all things being said, at like $18 on sale, at $24 if you're just going to buy it outright, with two controllers that are decent controllers, it's not the worst. There could just be like tiny little bits of value add, save support. Even just if it didn't have save support, even if you could just do ROMs, that would be huge. Just being able to just erase whatever's on there, even if you can only put like 40 ROMs or 30 ROMs, even if it's like a minuscule amount of storage capacity on these things, I wouldn't care. Just being able to replace them would be a big benefit, I think. So it's neat. It works well enough with a controller. It only has AV out, so even newer TVs that don't have old composite cables, it's slowly going to be obsolete. But it does work with a tremendous amount of TVs that are out right now. I mean, for the value, it's inexpensive. So if you're looking at wires just fell. So if you were looking at getting something like this because you don't want to get the NES Classic at $70 or whatever, if you can find them, yeah, I can recommend it. It looks nice as well. Like quality wise, just looking at it on the table, it's actually pretty good. So yeah, that's that. Thank you so much for watching.